Spirit Thief. Storm Legendary Strike. Storm Dragon. Spirit Thief. Stylist. Legendary Strike.
There you are! I confess that when I got down here, I wasn't sure I actually met you. Too much wine in me. I thought you might have been a dream. But here you are. I can take you to the pirates if you still want to go. It'll be an easy trip. The river's quite tame again since you closed the dam. No danger at all. Until you meet the pirates. I'll take you. And if the pirates slit your throat and dump your body in the river, I'll bring you back to town for a nice burial. If they leave your body on land, you're out of luck.
I hope this floating log can handle the weight of a man like me. If I fall in, I'm taking both of you with me.
I can take you no farther. Be wary in this place. Pirates everywhere. Of course. You can count on me. If any pirates come by and try to take my barge, I'll show them how well I use my paddle. Good luck to you in there. And if you need to leave in a hurry, just come running.
Nigno irkut fan sonwisong o fir nawas wasa ir sonwat.
I'm sorry. Your brothers inside made me clean up their chicken bones. I came as soon as I finished, but in my haste I tripped and fell down the stairs.
Wasa ir atanopa uno fakir ukno aku. Wono wir apa wafo er ukir okir wo ifirk. Wasa ir atanopa uno fakir ukno aku.
I'm sorry. Don't beat me. I'll get the wine and some food, yes?
Trip me? Make me crawl like a dog? This'll teach them a lesson they won't forget. Come on, stupid rope, come on! Make them sorry they ever... Huh? Wait, don't hurt me, I was just, Hey, you're no pirate. I remember the face of everyone I used to sail with, and I've never seen you before. My name's Chung. Once I was a pirate on the river, but things were different then. We took pride in our work. We were professionals. Not like these lazy, drunken louts. The younger pirates used to look up to me. Now they treat me like dirt. They treat me worse than that slave cleaning the pier. But I'm gonna get even. I'll show them. Those drunks on the pier were supposed to unload the ship, but they're too lazy to finish the job. They left a cannon suspended above the dock, supported by this single rope. One quick pull and that cannon comes crashing down, taking out the dock and anyone on it. But my old bones can't pull hard enough to loosen the knots in the rope. That'll teach the lazy fools to leave equipment half unloaded. They don't deserve to be called pirates. Go on, give the rope a pull and give them what they got coming. Did you see the looks on their faces when that cannon hit them? Now they're feeding fish at the bottom of the river. Too bad about the kid, though. You know, back in my day, we weren't stupid enough to fall for a trick like that. Gao ruined everything. I tried to tell them, but nobody listened. You'd think the Lotus Assassins would have been a warning. Even a pirate knows better than to get mixed up with them. Gao the Greater, as he calls himself, is the leader of the guild, a powerful crime syndicate. They never used to bother with us until Gao came to power. Gao himself came and took over our operations. He began building the flyers, and he made slaving our main activity. My own men turned on me. Now they treat me like a dog. A few months later, the Lotus Assassins showed up. Gao must have some kind of deal worked out with them. Whatever they're up to, it must be something big. They showed up shortly after Gao took over, working with him and his guild. Inquisitor Lim seems to be in charge of the Lotus Assassins here. Gao and Lim don't get along. They both like to be in charge. Be careful if you run into Lim. There's something very wrong about him. Back in my day, a pirate ship stayed on the water where it belonged. Now they've got some kind of factory up on the top floor where they build those blasted airships. There's something suspicious about those airships. Sure, the pirates use them, but I think that's just a cover so the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please. Ask away, and I'll do my best to answer. Any enemy of Gao and the Lotus Assassins is a friend of mine. Pirates are hidden away all through this lair. You shouldn't have too much trouble with them. One of Gao's new captains is around. Watch out for her. She's a tough one. Up near the top, you'll find the airships and Gao himself. Maybe Inquisitor Lim, too. He's so cold he could scare a spirit back to life, then scare him dead all over again. Watch yourself in this place. 1 minute you're on top, and the next you're on the bottom, bowing and scraping.
Legendary strike. Spirit thief. Storm blade. Spirit thief. Ice shard. Legendary strike.
He's freed the slaves! You'll pay for that, maggot!
Will I? If you scum have any sense at all, you'll stand aside. Let me go drive a blade through your master's throat and I'll forget I saw you.
Oh, certainly! We'll sit back and let you stroll upstairs to kill our leader. Would it help if we drew you a map to his room?
Ukir aku no su'ukut ni.
I wasn't serious, you idiot. We're going to kill this intruder and go back to our drinking. He's just one man. He can't beat all of us.
Look around. The odds are not so much in your favor. There's still a chance for you to run.
What are you talking about, fool?
You haven't noticed my partner over there watching us? He spent his entire lifetime learning how to kill dogs like you. This is your last chance.
So, the thief brought a friend. That just means you won't die alone. Attack!
Storm Dragon!
How'd I know you'd be deadly in a fight? You'll have to accept my apologies for dragging you into that, but I can't afford to be stopped. Not now. My name is Sky. It's good to see there's someone else in this place who can't stand these slaving dogs. We make quite the pair. Indeed. I find I'm just not saved enough these days. Shame that. It was obvious you weren't with the pirates. Why not deal with them quickly? There's bigger game above us. Speaking of which, there's a very secure and equally intimidating gate blocking the way. If we work together, though, it'll be simple to crack. It's funny what things you can learn if you just ask at the right time. Like when you have a knife to someone's throat. Things like how to reach the upper levels of this place despite that security door. The door at the top of this stair is locked through a fairly ingenious mechanism. Gao's engineer, Kang the Mad, designed it for security. Kang the Mad is a crafty fellow. The door requires two to unlock it. Up high there is a platform with a release lever. The door must be operated while the lever is held forward. There used to be a sentry up there who handled that kind of thing, but he had an accident. I can climb up and pull the lever easily enough. You can open the door when it's unlocked. My best guess would be guards willing to die for their master. You shouldn't have too much trouble helping them reach that goal. Once the door is open, we can go our separate ways. I have my goals, and I'm sure you have yours. Since we both have much I should go now, but I have to ask in case we never meet again. Where did you study? He must have been a genius. You fight like no one I've seen before. No one I've ever met fights like you do. It's subtle, but your movements bait your foes into seeing an opening that isn't there. It's like a clever trap. I'm sorry, I'm wasting time neither of us can spare. I'll get ready and pull the lever when you're near the door. Good luck with whatever brought you to this place.
Nara irfonia wonu kanawa ofair kanawa won. Ukir nekbo sise sayer wosayer ni fuyer. Sayer yo woya yer ni tatatier ni sasapika. Akwakwak wo sosonia sonokfonia sisayer nawakok.
Never trust a thief. You think they're on your side, but they'll slit your throat.
You will fall now! Storm Dragon! Spirit Thief! Legendary Strike!
Mistress, I am almost ready to return to the Imperial City. Another day, and I will bring you the amulet fragment.
I lose confidence in you with each passing hour, Lim. You should have been back by now. Why haven't you ordered Gao to grant you one of his flyers?
Mistress, Gao's ships are only small flyers. They're good for short-range flights and raiding villages, but not for long journeys. That's why I haven't returned yet.
Don't try to pin your failings on me, Lim. I've delivered everything I promised. It's only a matter of time until I finish the special dragonfly to transport the artifact to the Imperial City.
Until you finish? I designed that dragonfly. I built it, not Gao. That dragonfly is Kang's masterpiece.
Silence the mad fool.
I've heard rumors of a spy disrupting our operations in the South Lim. Maybe this is all too much for you to handle. Perhaps I should come out there personally.
That will not be necessary, Mistress. I will deal with the troublemaker here and return to the Imperial City in one day. You heard Mistress Jia. I can't waste any more time here. Get that flyer finished now.
Jia is not my mistress, Lim, and I don't take orders from you either. Remember, if not for my son, you would never have discovered where the glorious strategist was hiding.
I am well aware of your son's role in all this, Gao. In fact, I suspect I know more about him than you do.
What are you talking about? Have you heard something about young Gao? Tell me!
Of course, Gao. I was just waiting for the perfect time to tell you. I received a report from the destruction of 2 rivers. Your son, Gao the Lesser, is dead.
No! This can't be! You lie!
I speak the truth. It seems your son was no match for one of the other students. From the condition of his body, it sounds like he died quite painfully.
No! Young Gao was everything to me. Damn you and your black heart, Lim. Damn you!
I want to be alone. I must grieve for my son. No one is to disturb me. No one.
If I can get to the Imperial City fast enough, I can give the amulet fragment to Death's Hand himself. Then Grand Inquisitor Jia may be in for a surprise. We shall see. You may have your workshop back, Mad One. I suspect Gao will be preoccupied for some time, so I'm in charge now. I suggest you finish your dragonfly today.
Interruptions? Who designed that dragonfly? Did he build something to make his sandals explode? With your punching and kicking. I was going to make more of an explodey thing, but kicking worked well too. I am Kang, the Mad. I make things explode, and I make things fly, and I'm very good at both. The things I fly tend to survive. The things I explode, not so much. Do I build flyers? Do I build flyers? Yes. Have you heard differently? Fantastical things, but misused by Gao and his cohorts. I've saved the best for myself. My greatest invention is in the launch room upstairs. Light and fast, she has weapons and capacity no other flyer does. The marvelous dragonfly. The man with the eye wrap was Inquisitor Lim, a Lotus assassin, very cruel. The wealthy merchant was Gao the Greater, of course. He runs this place. The woman directing them both was Grand Inquisitor Jia. Jia partnered with Gao the Greater and sent Inquisitor Lim here as her representative. And because of their demands, I am forced to make flyers that they misuse. But they won't get the marvelous dragonfly. My special creation will not be abused. I am not Kang the Stupid. Eventually, Gao is going to see me as more nuisance than asset. Plus, he took my amber mosquitoes and ruined them through duplication. He doesn't understand that multiples diminish the glory of any creation, weakening them all. The marvelous dragonfly deserves better. I'll take my chances with you. Under protest, Gao does not appreciate what I make. He misuses, and worse, he duplicates and diminishes their glory. Well, no more. The dragonfly will not function. Gao wants to give my machine to the Lotus Assassins, but I stopped him. I hid the extraneous dust inductor where no one will find it. Try to fly without that. But they can make a new inductor. It is extraneous after all. So, a few days ago, I blew up the inscrutable power source. Now the dragonfly can only make short hop. Yes, the bolts are the same. But think about this. If there is one marvelous dragonfly, it is the best of its kind. Make 100, and they are each only average. A flyer must appeal to the heavens with beauty and singular ingenuity. Why, I bet some of my mosquitoes have even fallen from the sky for seemingly no reason at all. Yes, of course. What do you think I've been saying? You need to listen more carefully. If you stage a combat-related accident for Gao, like falling down a flight of punches, I'll replace the inductor on the dragonfly, and we can fly away. You are sure to profit from this partnership. In fact, I've never accidentally exploded anyone traveling with me, so that alone is a benefit of my presence. Anyway, you go ahead, and once all the kicking is done, I'll come along and we'll see what's what. For now, let me think. We'll need explosives that explode. Yes, goodbye. Go and leave me to think.
Spirit Storm Dragon. Spirit Thing. Legendary Strike.
Please, don't burn me.
I'm sure you will, child. But deep inside, you think you're not a slave. Only true pain will wash away these thoughts. You can have your slaves when they're broken, not a moment before.
Help me, please.
You wandered into the wrong room, slave.
Storm Dragon. Spirit Knight. Style. Storm Dragon. Ice Shot. Legendary strike.
Hey, I know you. Mother and I met you when we were trying to get out of Tien's landing. I don't want to be a slave. I just want to get out of this place.
Pawoyer astir, wo sayer ithasaya wa kawishir. Kosawaya ira thea. Sisa uka kawa koyu. Uktawayer o pafawania son sayer. Satha kawayer sonuyer kawayer payer nasi sonkut. O wowo sun so anawa kawaras tata safayat.
I'm glad you're safe, Mother.
Did you see Gao when he went by? There was fire in his eyes.
There's always fire in his eyes. Dark magic burns inside him.
Yeah, but this time it was worse. Better stay out of his way for the next little while. Something really set him off.
Wait a minute. You there! Who are you? You can't be up here. Legendary strike. Legendary strike. Storm Dragon. Legendary strike. Ice Shard. Legendary strike.
I was going to try ramming that door with my head if I got bored. Now that was a fight. I hope there's more where those came from. Ah, treasure. My one true love, other than wine, and killing, and so on. This area is forbidden. Nor I you. But the power of Gao's magic compels me. He summoned me to this place and bound me to guard this chip. The penalty for all who enter is death. I, Jianxi, the great elephant demon, must crush you.
Sword Spirit Thief. Legendary Strike.
Go away, Lim. My son is dead. Leave me to my grief, or I will see that you join him.
Listen to me, Gao. Your son may not be lost forever. The Lotus Assassins have power, even over the dead.
I know all about the necromancy of the Lotus Assassins. Take your false hope and go, or I'll... You dare disturb me in my grief? I said no interruptions. You will pay for... Wait. You are not one of my servants. I know you. You are one of Master Li's students. You are the one who killed my Gao. Your words mean nothing. You're a murderer, a killer. Gao was everything to me, and now he's gone. Damn you and at school. My Gao was never good enough for Master Li. You were always his prize pupil. And now my son is...
Enough, Gao! This troublemaker has disrupted our plans from the beginning. It had to be them in the ruins, and someone aided the troublesome Lord Yun in the forest.
It is time to end your meddling.
Perhaps if I offer your head, and track down that accursed Zhu, who has been seen in the area, enough old scores will be settled to earn my life. Is that what he calls himself now? Hardly an honest representation of the blood he spilled. It doesn't matter. No matter your allies, I cannot let you survive. Enough talk! I will delay your death no longer. May your fall sate the anger of Death's Hand, will of the Emperor.
Legendary Strike. Spirit Thief. Storm Dragon. Ice Shark. Spirit Thief. Storm Dragon. Legendary Strike. Storm Dragon. Spirit Thief. Legendary strike. Storm dragon. Legendary strike. Spirit kick. Ice charge. Legendary strike.
Dead already. Damn it all. I wanted nothing more than to watch this man die. After I left you, I stumbled across some very interesting documents. Perhaps I spent too long poring over them, but I couldn't resist. Let me explain why I'm here. That should clarify things. You saw with your own eyes that these pirates were collecting slaves, right? True enough. I have a particular hatred for slavers. Gao's slaving operation found its way to my home several years ago. I was away at the time, but my daughter was there. Those black-hearted bastards took my daughter, Pin Mei. They killed her for resisting them. She was my only child. I lost her mother when Pin Mei was born, but my daughter was something precious in return. The slavers offered no such consolation. It has been 3 years since I lost my daughter, and I have spent that time tracking down the men who took her. My search led me here, to the lair of Gao the Greater. His men took my daughter, and I meant to even the score. On my way up here, I stumbled across records that show that this goes beyond Gao. The Lotus Assassins are his primary buyers. Is that so? There can be no doubt, then. This goes beyond Gao the Greater. I have my vengeance, but how many others have suffered as I have because of the Lotuses? Do you mean to go further with this? I would join you. Only a fool would oppose the Lotus Assassins, but 2 fools working together stand a better chance than one. It'll be an honor to join you. Oh, and I stumbled across a little something on my way up here. It's probably something you need.
Hey, that's the dust inductor I was hiding. The dragonfly can't fly without it. It was under the floorboards in my workshop last I looked. Well, next time I hide something, I'm packing explosives around it. Yes, explosives shaped like silver bananas. Stops thieves, monkeys, and monkey thieves in one fell swoop. Yeah.
In my mind, you stand the best chance of facing down Gao's masters. We also have a far greater chance of succeeding together rather than apart. If you are planning to take on the servants of Death's Hand, you'll need all the help you can get. I assure you, I will be as devoted and capable as any of your other companions.
Ha! If I could harness all that hot air, I could make a furnace to power the whole of the Imperial City. Well, if you're done with all the talking, I have to go make the dragonfly ready for some flying.
What do you want? What do you want from me? I'm here to kill things. You want answers? Ask someone else.
Let's keep things simple. If someone gets in our way, remove them. You have attracted a very odd minion in that girl Wildflower. I sense great conflict in that one. It would be a great inconvenience if we were all suddenly slaughtered. That is an old wound. My departure from the Lotus Assassins was not gentle for either side. My immediate companions, those who were my brothers, fell by my hand.
Lim was not among them. He would have died if he was. I was labeled as the one who deserted, and I am occasionally recognized. The result is always the same. Another death, more blood spilled. Such a waste for a hatred they cannot even understand. Regret. I have no regret for killing anyone who challenged me of their own will. Death is a measurable cost of your actions. Some earn it sooner than others. Strength is the way of things, and death is the end, or should be. Some do not respect either. They have enough of one to defy the other.
There is a place for the enforcer, the man or woman who brings death to those who have earned or otherwise deserve it. I consider that to be an honest calling.
I did some harsh things while with the Lotus Assassins, but they no longer follow a path I recognize. They are a mirror of Death's hand, and he embodies corruption. You will see as you get close to him. He draws out the worst in everyone and displays it for all to see. You have no concept of the devotion of his followers. Perhaps we will talk again when I see more of where your path will lead you. For now, we should make our way to the Imperial City.
Goodbye, then.
I am honored that you have chosen me. The people of Tien's Landing owe you a great debt. You saved their town. Master Li would be proud of you, as am I. If you could spare some time. I'm not sure I can make my concerns fully understood. Our time in the ruins, the creatures we encountered, so much unrest. This was different from what I have seen before. There is pain here, but hatred too. The spirits around Two Rivers seemed aimless, lost. These are focused. I feel they would linger here, even without the support of whatever has increased the ghosts elsewhere. I suppose that is true. Left behind by their neighbors, literally to die. Could you recover from such abandonment? I'm not sure that I have. I mean, if I had suffered something like that, I'm sure it would have stayed with me. I should not feel bad about it. I was not left to die. I was sent to study at the school, probably so Master Li could deal with my sensitivities. Me? I feel like my abandonment was partially my fault, but I was 3 and I couldn't help being different. I would have tried to fit in if I had been given a chance. I know I shouldn't. I can see the result of such pain in the poor creatures in the ruins. I do not want to suffer such anger, such bitterness. It may not seem like it, but I draw great strength from you and the things you say. I am grateful for that. As always, I have much to think about after speaking with you. Perhaps we can continue this another time. I will answer what I can. I do not like the area around this place, around Tien's Landing. There is rot here, deep in the heart of it. There are secrets, and there has been much suffering. Maybe I just feel this way because of what happened at the school, or what I fear will happen to Master Li. I just know we must be careful. Be well, my friend.
Time to bloody my axes. Looks like you've smashed all your enemies around here. We need to find someone else to fight. Let's go back to your camp at Tien's Landing. Use that flying machine to go to the Imperial City. They have plenty of wine and plenty of fighting.
Hey! Ha ha! Much kicking and such. It really gets the blood flowing. And explosions. Lots of blood flowing from those too. I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous dragonfly will cross the sky at your whim, for a short way. The heavens welcome my machines, but not without considerable cajoling. If you want to fly more than a short distance, I will need an inscrutable power source. Ha ha! What wonders cling to you, my friend? There were only 2 in this whole region, and I destroyed one so Inquisitor Lim would not make off with my marvelous dragonfly. The other was with the Lotus Assassins, but the fools only used it for demolition. Now, here you stand with it. I will put it in the dragonfly, and it will be ready to go. Not the ideal placement. If it shook more, the heavens might think we were afraid and take pity. This is more stable, but not as fun. Okay, she's ready to go. Hop on. I know a nice, safe landing place just outside Tien's Landing. Very unlikely we'll crash. Don't worry about that. When the marvelous dragonfly takes off, the earth shakes and the sky trembles. You can't miss it. Your friend will see us take off, and he'll head back to town on his own. Ha ha! Everybody on board! Now you'll get something.
This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gao the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No. The marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it. Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
Now we have everything we need to follow Master Li's captors to the Imperial City. I am eager to do so after all the resistance we've encountered. Our time in the forest was very troubling to me. To see such distance between the concerns of men and spirits is something I am still getting used to. I have been sensitive to these things for as long as I can remember, but it was not always such a disturbing talent. There used to be harmony. Be serious. This worries me. The world seems to be filling up with wayward spirits. That it affected the forest shadow is very disturbing. It makes me wonder how deep the trouble goes, and what mortals like us are supposed to do about it. What do you think? Master Li thought you were tied to this somehow. Your appreciation is just what I was looking for, and I am grateful. I know we will do what we can, even if the world moves in ways we cannot fathom. I am glad we can talk like this. It soothes my mind. I hope we can continue another time. Be well, my friend.
Of course, I was just thinking about things. I feel fine, but determined. Our work isn't done, but we've taken a small step by removing that stain upon the Empire's honor. Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone. It's fine. Thank you for your concern, but for the most part, I've come to terms with her death. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. You're right, but we have to pick our time, and now isn't it. We can talk about this later. Always happy to help.
Thank you again for rescuing me from those things. As you wish.
What do you... about me? What do you want to know? You want to talk to him, don't you? I don't really know what to say. I don't really do much. I just go where the Guardian tells me to go, where we're needed. I trust him. He won't let them hurt me. The evil men, the bad ones, and the other. But he says not to worry, that none of them are here now, but they follow you, which is why we've come. Now we're needed here, with you. You're the last, he says, so we have to protect you, to make sure balance is restored. You hold the amulet and can use it, unlike... Oh, he says I've already said too much. He doesn't like me talking about him while he's busy. Maybe we can talk again sometime? But for now, not about that. Is there... I think we should keep going. The Guardian says so too. Is there anything else you wanted? Okay.